Yo, welcome back to my channel, man. If you're new here, these are just 3-minute videos I do, just raw videos talking about my journey through the music industry, man, as an independent artist, man. Yeah, man, today we're talking about how I've lost my fan base 3 times. And let's be honest, that's what's happened. It's not because I stopped making music or I ghosted or anything like that. It's just because I changed. Every time I got closer to being myself and closer to who I really am, more people dropped off and more people joined. And yeah, so yeah, the first incarnation of this band was me just trying to fit in the London music scene by doing anything very London.
Don't text her once and then she'll be free for you. I two-way blues. When you say you love, you lose.
I was obsessed with it. I guess I was just chasing approval from anyone. And this is hard. I guess I was just chasing approval from anyone that would listen. So yeah, the first tune I guess that did well was Watch You. This is me with a ridiculously over-the-top accent. I remember this clip blowing up a little bit.
I'ma get the boys, we're gonna make some peace. Stack it up easy, we'll be living a dream, yeah. And I'ma do it my way, so people gotta pay. What the push boys say.
And it was an advert on Instagram, and I was just buzzed from the attention. This was the first bit of attention that we'd ever had. We rolled off that attention for a little bit, and then we fell out with our manager at the time. And the band members that I had at that time, I guess, got a bit spooked and they left me. I was like, you know what, man, let's cut the tree back. Do you know what I mean? That wasn't the real version of me. So I went back to the drawing board. I formulated another plan. And at the time I was working in a sports bar for Americans, football pub. I decided that I would write a song to get all the football lads and sports heads on board. So that's when I wrote Away Days.
I live for them away day, feeling
and this did work. I got tons of football fans on board. I got the indie scene, I guess, on board, and then we released our album Soul Boy 2. I was enjoying the fact that we actually had fans, do you know what I mean? And people rated it, but this really wasn't the version, this wasn't the truthful version of me yet. I like indie music, but to be honest, making Soul Boy 2, that album, was more like a challenge to me. Just to make an album which is as sort of generically indie as possible. Pretty much, I had in my head, like, just make it so Kasabian fans will like it. And I think I achieved that, man, because then we went on tour with Kasabian randomly. And then all the Kasabian fans, I guess liked Soul Boy 2, the album, but it wasn't really me. And then the third incarnation, this is the point where we actually got rid of our manager at the time. We fired our manager at the time and we went fully independent. And that spooked members again. Band members get very spooked if you don't have a glue industry. I call it if you don't a music industry glue. If you do not have a certified legendary band manager on your team or a record label, band members will most of the time leave you. It's just how it works, man. And yeah, it can be scary to make changes because you don't want to lose your band. But hey-ho, we lost the band again. To be honest, man, this band's had over 50 members. Do you get what I'm saying? It's Spinal Tap at this point, man.
He died in a bizarre gardening accident.
So I went back to the drawing board again, and I started making more what I want to make. I like a lot of grime music, a lot of rap music, a lot of drum and bass, so I started getting some of my favourite rappers and MCs on the tracks, so it was like punk-infused drum and bass. And that's where songs like Mark of the Beast came about.
Oh, yo, bro, let me rephrase that. Fuck off. I'm the hardest in the UK scene. Marched on my face when I reach my peak.
And I love that sort of stuff, man. Do you know what I mean? But some people weren't ready for this, especially the indie music scene. I feel a lot of people were confused. People aren't as open to different types of music merging as you think. And yeah, we took a step back, took a hit, and we lost our fan base again. And I just started making what I wanted to make. I started releasing a song I think it was every month at that point. Yeah, we were just sort of flying solo at that point, and it was hard. And right now, I feel like I'm in my most comfortable phase. I'm making the music I want to make.
Yeah, I'm
I'm just being myself, and just talking on camera like this, I think gives people a bit more context as to how I was feeling as I went through these stages, and helps people to understand the journey. I'm just being me, man, and we're getting there. And I don't think people left us because we're not good. I think people built up an image of me and the music I make or made in their heads. So as soon as I stopped making that music, which they thought I should, then they opted out, because I understand, man. I'm a crazy guy. So what we've got left now in the fan base is like a real team. And I'm really grateful for all you people following the madness that I do. And I'm trying my best to create the most genuine art that I can and be as true to myself as possible. I feel that I'm getting there. What I've learned from all this is just to be myself, man. I'm a weird guy. I'm a human being. I've learned that I do not want a record label. I don't want to work with the music industry in any way, or as little way as I can. And I'm not aiming for this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. We've got our own community here, the SB family, and that's all that I need, man. If I'm gonna lose more fans by being myself in the future, I've just accepted that's what's gonna happen, man. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to this landmark, 10,000 subscribers now. We've got amazing people that turn up to our live shows every year, and we do this all independently. I'm really proud of it. I'm really excited for the tour this year and the album release and stuff like that. And I can't thank you guys enough for just continuing to support us.